Here's a neat trick for you. I'm gonna perform today's video just like usual, but instead of having the microphone kind of off to the side, I'm gonna hold it in my hand while I speak. And just like that, you're watching stand-up comedy. Stand-up is really not that different from a video essay, except I can do funny act-outs with the microphone, you know, brush my teeth. Wiener style stuff, or like, hello? Oh my God, thank you. How else can I make this more like stand-up? I could add some laughs. I could make the background a brick wall with some corny comedy club sign. And I can address some people down in the front row all the time as if I care about their input. Right, guys? I mean, isn't that how I do it? But the reality is, this is still a more sanitized medium for me. I get to do my whole act uninterrupted, as I want it to be seen, and most any criticism I get, I can wipe out of existence with a single button. On an actual stage, the mean comments come at you in real time, which can completely break your concentration and ruin the flow of your joke. But if you're a comedian with the charisma and quick wit to stop what you're doing and make your comeback to the heckler a high point of the show, well, that's way more exciting than a straightforward stand-up routine. Here's how that might usually go. First, an attendee will interrupt the act by yelling something because they're drunk. So I was at Blockbuster this morning and...
That's how you introduce a joke?
Perfect. We're in. Now I'll ask them to repeat it. This happens in most heckler interactions, and that's not a coincidence. Having them repeat what they said helps deflate any momentum that the heckler might have. What was that?
I said, that's how you introduce a joke?
It's comeback time, baby. Many performers have a few of these in their back pocket, but sharp comedians will whip one up on the spot. Let's try this one out. Oh no, actually, I introduce a joke by saying, hello everyone, let me introduce this loser whose wife I'm fucking. Now, let the thunderous applause carry you to the heavens as your Heckler Gets Owned video goes viral, and your place in the comedy pantheon is secured.
The show's going all right.
Perform at Bob Jones.
What are you saying?
Perform at Bob Jones University. What?
Now?
Yes, and consider that Heckler owned, folks. Everyone loves a Heckler owning video. It's a classic, good versus evil. Comedians like Steve Hofstetter have built whole careers off this. He's been putting clips on YouTube for 15 years, and all of his most popular videos are Heckler owning content, with amazing thumbnails like this one. God, the comedian's dream, right? I mean, just you guys right there, Joker style, baby.
Oh, okay.
He's built such a career off his heckler content that people come to his show to heckle him, just to get roasted and be included in a video. It's part of the experience. But most comedians can't bank on the right person interrupting with the right heckle for a perfect comeback. So instead, they can force an interaction by following these simple steps. First, you want to tell an offensive, try-hard non-joke, like doesn't even meet the definition of a joke. If anyone here has had any loved ones they lost recently, I think that's actually kind of good. Now, make fun of the crowd for being bummed out by what you said. Oh, yeah, not PC enough for you? The concept of the joke not being funny, that's not a possible explanation that will enter my head as long as I live. Now, very important step here to get the crowd back on your side, it's time to laser focus in on someone quietly expressing disappointment to their friend.
That joke reminded me of a trauma I've experienced in my life, and it's not what I hope to hear at a comedy show.
Who said that? All that's left at this point is to rail on that person until they leave, which proves you have the moral superiority. Wow, I'm so sorry you decided to be too offended to laugh at the joke that we all liked. And maybe if you can't handle that cerebral comedy, you can just get out of here. You can go. You can go. Bye-bye. Can someone please post that on the Heckler subreddit? Fuck, I'll do it myself.
Helen Keller. Perfect abortion. What? You're not gonna survive the rest of this show, lady. I promise you that. Let me save you some time. Oh, there she goes. Remember, I kicked you out. This wasn't your choice.
Folks, it's really that simple. And yes, scrolling r/hecklers, it is 90% comedians posting their own clips because it's a popular genre of stand-up video and it lends itself to going viral. Or at least it did 15 years ago. Isn't it a little weird to have a genre of video built on conflict that the creators know is an extra reliable way to get attention? It's like stunt videos or prank videos or any number of things. Extreme shit goes viral, so why wouldn't I make the most extreme shit and go the most viral? Godfrey has a kind of upsetting heckler video from the aftermath of a rape joke that bombed. I think it's worth examining, or else here's the time code to jump to if you would rather not. I'm not trying to get him canceled for this joke. I think comedians can overreach, apologize, and learn from it. Theoretically, someday that could happen. In the video, we only catch the end of the inciting joke, which is about how the news designating someone the East Side rapist is funny because what if he's chasing you and you went to the West Side, would he stop trying to sexually assault you? This is what we mean when we say comedians are the modern day philosophers. At the end of the joke, he hits the word rape hard, and because it gets 0 laughs, we can faintly hear someone say, "Aw."
What happened?
He confronts them, and they respond, "Hey, let's see where it leads." In this deflection, one of the more chill possible reactions to this upsetting topic is Godfrey's blank check to get absolutely ruthless on this person. We get the classic defense of there's nothing funny besides topics people don't like hearing about.
Talk about spoons.
Then, as things escalate, it becomes a yelling match with a couple members of the audience. This is a classic comedy technique I like to use myself. I'm being funny! I'm being extremely fucking funny up here! All in all, killer set. It would be one thing if this video was called Godfrey Has Mental Break on Stage, Horrifying Audience, but the video is called Comedian Godfrey Deals with Heckler, and every comment is about how cool and correct he was to handle it like that. When Godfrey reflected on it in a 2018 interview with DJ Vlad, he says this enlightening quote.
And I always wanted to have a heckler video, so I kind of hammed it up a little bit.
That's kind of what I'm talking about with the escalating nature of this subgenre. It's cyclical and exponential. There seems to be no ceiling to the level of onstage alpha bully behavior that gets rewarded. I used to do stand-up at open mics. I was absolutely terrified, and I was not even sure why I was doing it. But I knew I wanted to be in entertainment. I just didn't really know that I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. The life on the road and the threat of bombing sounded like the side of comedy I did not want to be on. And also all the PC world bullshit, right?
That's my opinion.
I think I was just motivated to find out if I was funny to anyone besides my friends. And if I were to trust most of the crowds at those open mics, the answer would have been no. I had trouble finding the comfort on stage and connection with the audience you need to put them in the mood to laugh. That shit is hard, and it comes with years of practice, and I have all the respect in the world for it. What's comparatively very easy is talking to a camera and editing out the parts where I say the wrong words. The years of practice alone in my room was much less to put myself through than bombing on stage over and over and over again would have been. But they're both still about writing and performing. You're still trying stuff out and hoping people like it. You're still putting yourself out there. Just instead of the instant laugh or lack of laugh, you're refreshing the page, waiting to find out whether people think it was worth their time. And instead of having to think of a comeback to a heckle immediately or choose to move past it, you get to read and reread the hurtful comment, searing it into your brain for a lifetime. I don't get that many hateful comments, though. People tend to leave me be online. I have no clue why that is. I've always been so curious why I don't get that much harassment. But the mean comments I have gotten stick with me more than I'd like to admit. And sure, I can delete them, but unless they're really vile, deleting them usually feels wrong. Who am I to say, actually my jokes are funny? Or that my voice isn't annoying? I'm clearly biased, I use my voice every day. So I guess the only thing I'm still jealous of about the stand-up format, as opposed to this one, is that on stage you have the power to turn a mean comment into a moment of victory by rallying the crowd and highlighting just how alone the heckler is in their opinion. It's just that it's a power that should be used responsibly. That can't be the end of the video. If this is stand-up, not a video essay, I've got to end it with a callback. Beep, boop, boop. Hello, Leo? Good luck at the show tonight. All right, I'm gonna start out with some impressions. You guys like impressions? Yeah, me too. All right, this one's Rodney Dangerfield. See, that's funny because he's dead and because I'm disrespecting him, which is the thing he often lamented. This is a bit I'm famous for. It's called improv scene, the one-man improv scene. So, somebody give me a location.
The mall.
The mall. All right. Where is everybody? Thank you. One-man improv scene. Thank you very much. It's been a long time on that.